If you didn't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus, we're just gonna say spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Greetings and salutations. This is your girl, Outspoken Diva, and let's have a talk about it, shall we? What are we talking about today? Today we are talking about the movie Captain America: Brave New World, starring Mr. Anthony Mackie. Um, while y'all were at work and your kids were at school, Valentine's Day, I decided to get up and go to the movies, and I put on my sweatpants and my good handy dandy movie theater because theaters are cold. And that morning, about 9:30, I mean not 9:30, about 10:30, I was watching the movie. So it was probably like 8 people in there. So I had all intentions to go see this movie. So yeah. What is America: Brave New World about? Um, we have a new Captain America. It is the former Falcon, Sam Wilson, and he ends up in a doing some international work after meeting President Ross, and we he has to get behind what is going on uh, and get behind who is the mastermind behind all of this before the world ends up seeing red, right? Okay. So, those of you who are not new to me, y'all know that we head not to uh, Andre the Black Nerd. We supposed to do the good, the bad, and the diva of Captain America Brave New World. Got my little notes over here. So, yeah, let's get started. The good. There's more good than bad. So, hey, okay. So, good. Sam Wilson as becoming Captain America. Again, I told you all, if you did not watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, yeah, we're gonna have to spoil it because Falcon and the Winter Soldier has been out sometime. So, do you need to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier before watching this movie? You can get away with not, but if do you need to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier before you watch this review? Yeah, okay, because yeah, I'm not gonna spoil this movie, but I am gonna spoil. I am gonna talk about that TV show. That was a TV show before this movie to bridge the gap between uh, what's the name of the show? I mean the movie Endgame, the Avengers Endgame, to where we are now with Captain America and Brave New World. Sam Wilson is Captain America. At this point, we have gone from Sam Wilson, who at that time was Falcon, getting the mantle, the shield from Steve Rogers, Captain America. And we go through Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and he wrestles with whether he should be Captain America. Okay? Now we are on to, can a human being, no super serum, none of that, can a human being be Captain America? And we get an answer. The whole movie is that question. Okay? And we finally get an answer. um, Whether he's successful or fails, he uses his strengths, and this is a good thing. He uses his strengths because he goes into extra training, and also we go back to Captain America and the Winter Soldier when we first meet Falcon, when we first meet Sam Wilson as Falcon, and he goes into his the thing his strengths of being a counselor, so we he doesn't he like I said, he uses his strength. He uses what he knows. He uses being Sam Wilson to be Captain America. Okay? And he is, like I said, he is a good Captain America because of that. Uh, you all are introduced to a character, Isaiah Bradley, played by the wonderfulness that is called Lumley. We are introduced to him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Um, Isaiah Bradley is a black man who was actually the first Captain America. So, yeah, and you go through the history of Isaiah Bradley, and we find out, and he is utilized, but with his brilliance and wisdom to help train. Not just Sam, but also Falcon. Also, there is a new Falcon, Joaquin Phoenix. Um, and we do some training, and then we go through the journey of also, with him, he's also, a super, he has super serum, and he was a one of the Winter Soldiers. So yeah, he does. Carl Lumley does a wonderful job, as we knew he would. I will say I won't put it as a bad, but the hairstyle choices that they kept. This man's hair never stay. I mean, we talking about a pompadour, then it's slicked over to the side. Then the hair does a lot of things, and yeah, that was kind of comical. I don't know if they meant it to be comical. I don't know what they were meant it to, or other than, did they know how to do his hair, whatever. But yeah, he is a great addition. And Marvel, I know you hear me. We need to have a Isaiah Bradley show. I don't know if it could be. We can do it as animated, or we can take Carl Lumley and he's telling the story, and we have a younger actor play Isaiah Bradley from back in the day, so we can talk about Isaiah Bradley in a whole, because he deserves his story to be told. Okay. Harrison Ford as President Ross, President Thaddeus Ross. The previous actor who played Thaddeus Ross left this world for the next, so they had to replace him, and that is and the Harrison Ford, takes that mantle. He's believable, and he helps tie up some things about the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk story. We tie some things up when it comes to that. So if you was wondering about, what is President Ross doing? Here comes President Ross. Bada bing, bada boom. Uh, we also have to tie in and tie up the Eternal story with the Celestial, and what is up with the Animanium. Okay, so which I also feel like that eventually they're going to set us up for bringing in the X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, into the MCU. But yeah, like I said, through President Ross, we get, some tie-ins. I mean, of course, with Sam Wilson also, but that is the main part of the mission, right? We get an appearance of Mr. Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. So if you're wondering, what is Bucky Barnes doing? We get him. He is needed in this movie. Again, Sam Wilson. Can a human be Captain America? Bucky Barnes is needed for guide, for a little support, a little friendship pick me up. Okay, okay. So yeah. The tone of this movie. There's not a lot of jokes. I mean, there are some jokes. There's some humor. One joke is kind of misplaced. It could have landed if they put it in the right spot. Most of the jokes are from the Falcon, Joaquin Felix Falcon. So yeah, but the tone is more of the tone of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. tone, so it's not as jokey. It's a lot of action. You start the movie off in action, so yeah. Uh, and then also we have to deal with the biggest bad of them all in the Marvel movies, grief and sadness. And when I say grief and sadness, no one dies. No one leaves this world for the next. But there are some things that you grieve, or you're sad about other things that go on in our human lives. There is a particular character who, the reason why some things are going on and how it could happen was because of some sad parts of their life. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the bad. Okay, Marvel. Let's talk about it. Um, Everybody does good. All the actors do good, despite the writing. The first half of the movie is good. I'm engaged. I'm engaged. I'm engaged. By the time we get to the second half, when we get to the main villain, there's two villains. There's a side villain. He's good. By Giancarlo Esposito. He plays Sidewinder. He's a good character. Good. Villain. He does what he needs to do. Good. Then we have a callback to the Incredible Hulk. Um, and Sam Stern shows back up, the leader. When he comes on, that's when all of a sudden everything shifts, and it's nothing against the actor. It's the writing. And leading up to this movie, we know that there are five writers. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 writers on this movie, and it shows. It shows. It shows. It shows. It's like one writer had this part of it, then the second writer read that part, and he wrote in something. Then the third writer only read what the second writer wrote, but he didn't read what the first writer wrote, and he wrote something, and so on and so on, until then everybody came together and read, and they was like, "Oh, okay, let's switch." And like I said, it was quite obvious. Okay, and in their writing, to me, they missed three good monumental things that I was like, okay, where is, okay, Thaddeus Ross is a Hulk hunter. That's from the previous Hulk movies. He's the Hulk hunter. Now, you know that eventually he becomes the Red Hulk because you saw the commercials, right? You saw the promos. No one wants to talk about, make a little quip, maybe a little jokey joke, make a sentence or two about the Hulk hunter becomes the Red Hulk. That was missed. We are talking about the thing that President Ross wants Captain America to do is get the Avengers back so they can get to this animonium. So where is James Rhodes, aka Rhodey, aka War Machine? Maybe not in the fighting, but at least in the room where it's talked about, in the room where it happens. The talking about parts. I mean, granted, Rhodey might be healing because of another show called Secret Invasion on Disney Plus. He might be healing, that kind of stuff. But we could have let him be seen, hey, we are talking about presidential, political uh, incidents and stuff like that. The person on the inside should be seen to be seen. I'm sorry. Okay, we're talking about he wants President Ross wants the Avengers, somebody, get some Avengers together. And we are in, Isaiah Bradley is in the conversation, comes up, and so then where's his grandson Elijah? We didn't need when Sam goes to his house. We could have seen Elijah. Uh, when bad things happen for Isaiah Bradley, how come we didn't get a visitation from Elijah? We talking about we want we talking about getting some Avengers together. Comic canon, Elijah becomes one of them, one iteration of them. He needs to be seen, and I'm sorry, we need to see him at least in a deleted scene. Okay, Marvel, I'm saying y'all missed the marks. Now let's also talk about the CGI. Y'all put all the CGI budget on Red Hulk. Putting a good CGI budget on Red Hulk is a good thing, yes, but you put it only on him. Falcon's wings, Joaquin Phoenix's wings for Falcon. We know that we see the lace, or at least I saw the lace. I'm not supposed to see the lace. I'm not looking for that kind of stuff. I'm not trained in that stuff. I see it. I see that his wings are wingy. Japan. That looked like somebody's backyard. That didn't. That looked. It looked so. It looked better. It's a lot of other Marvel movies where y'all. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Japan was not. And then the White House. I get it. I get it's supposed to be. I give you White House in springtime. I get it. It was so obvious. It was so corny and cheesy looking. I get it. I mean, DC springtime was needed for but it was obvious. The background was very backgroundy. Okay, sorry. Those are the bads. Okay, I'm sorry. Um, let's talk about the diva. Everybody knows the diva is not like what y'all know for diva. Diva is like what are things that are passionate to me. Anthony Mackie. I mean, other than when he had to be dropped off of the eye candy list for the once I found out he was married, but you cannot make me. I don't know what Anthony Mackie has to do to make me not a fan of his acting. I've been a fan of Anthony Mackie since I saw him in he starred in the movie She Hate Me. Okay, um, he he does great as Sam Wilson as Captain America. He is great. He is good. He does a wonderful job in his acting. And thank you, Marvel. Thank you. That is a nice looking man, very handsome man, very gorgeous man, nice body. And we did not have to make a America's backside joke like we would do with Steve Rogers. We get to let that be Steve Rogers. We don't have Sam Wilson make that, like, I don't know what you talking, like, y'all could have easily went, I don't know what y'all talking about. This is America's backside. Thank y'all for not doing that. Thank you. Let that joke stay over there and Sam Wilson gets to be Sam Wilson. Uh, let's talk about being black without talking about you being black. All right. So there is a introduction to another character. Uh, Spoiler alert: he has a Captain America has a person on the inside, as he say, and we are introduced to Layla Taylor, who is played by Zasha Rockamore. Uh, I was introduced to her while doing she was in the movie Precious, and she played Nurse Tamara in the Mindy Project. Wonderful actress. And when I saw her on screen and I saw who she was, I was like, here we go. They didn't do it for this movie, but Marvel, don't miss the mark in the next movie. We can have a Steve and Peggy moment because of comical canon, because we know Sam and Layla don't miss the mark. But it was very good to see that that black woman was his inside person. That's number one. And we didn't have to talk about it. It just happened. Then we had to tell the story of Isaiah Bradley. No, some people are like, this is whitewash. They could have did this and they could have said this. Mm-mm. He could have fought racism. Mm-mm. This is like the Cosby Show when they don't talk about, but you see the black art and stuff. We are talking about the first Captain America, and we see who he is. We've already talked about the racism part and why he's not seen as the first Captain America in the Tuskegee experiment. We talked about that in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Didn't need to be said right here, but we see who Isaiah Bradley is. Okay, again, Marvel, y'all need to make an Isaiah Bradley TV show. Also, we have Tech by Wakanda. I mean, hello, number one, we have the shield. You know, y'all know that's vibranium. But also in Captain America's and Steve Wilson's uniforms, his, outfits, vibranium is in there. Okay? Again, talk about being black without talking about being black. We see it there. We don't have to, no, this was not one of those times. So right now, we need to find out if a human can be Captain America. Human just happens to be a black man. Okay. Like I said, next movie, though, we've already talked about some things in Falcon and Winter Soldier. We already know the nation of Wakanda, who they are. Layla Taylor, we see her. Okay. So next movie, when we see Layla and Sam together, again, Steve and Peggy, Layla and Sam and Layla. Okay. All right. So other than that, that is the good, the bad, and the diva of Captain America: Brave New World. Did you go see it? Let me know down in the comment section, or shoot me an email at the email address that's in the description box. Let me know if you went to go see it. What was your good, the bad, and the diva, the nerdy, like Andre the Black Nerd says, or the whatever you are. Tell me what your highs and lows are. The stuff that you liked, what you didn't like. Okay. And I would give this movie, Captain America: Brave New World, I would probably give it a 3.85. It was a good movie. It was decent. That kind of stuff. The goods are good. The bads are bad. It's not as many bads, but they are still. So, like I said, I give it a 3.85. It's a good movie. Go see it when it come to streaming. Go see it. Go pick it up. Go see it at the movies. So yeah, let's go support. So yeah. And other than that, oh yeah, like I said, leave all of those comments and stuff on the comments down below on the social media site that you see this on. Except Facebook, you leave them down below. And of course, you can shoot me an email at the email address in the description box. And other than that, talking to you in adult terms.